is up with this camera? Like, holy. So annoying. Oh, good. Like this camera. Holy. Bruh, this camera is so annoying. Bro, most annoying camera in the world. Like, holy, this camera sucks. Like, that is so annoying. Doesn't even pop up anymore. Holy, this camera is so annoying. Like, bruh. Every day. Like, I don't get it. Bro, so annoying. This camera is so annoying. Holy. Can't like catch it every single session. Can't catch a break with this damn camera. Like, bruh. Doesn't even pick up. It's not even what it says it is, but it's not. It's not even freaking. What the hell? Makes no sense, you know? Why does it do this? Well, camera's not turning on. That's annoying. Not sure why. That is so weird. Like, it shouldn't do that. Like, makes no sense. Ay, ay, ay. Well, no camera. I'm not turning my... Yeah, this camera sucks. I'm not turning that one on. Screw that. Looks like a mess. Yep. Great. Have a freaking $1,200 camera and it doesn't even work. Nice. I have a $1,200 camera and it doesn't even work. Great. Love it. That makes no sense though. What the hell? It literally makes no sense. like it should connect. Try to get my camera working, but camera won't turn on. I don't know why. It's weird. Happens all the time now. I think this thing's just getting worse and worse every session. Now I'm pissed off. Yeah, like what the hell, man? Doesn't even capture it at all. It says it's here, it's not. It's definitely not. It's lying. It's lying to me. Well, we're live. Gonna get started here. Wish I could turn my camera on. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why. It won't even pick it up. That's stupid. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? What's wrong with this damn thing, yo? Oh my. Such baloney. Baloney. Try one more time. No. That is so annoying. Bruh. That is so annoying. Cheesed right now. I'm cheesed. Freaking camera. Doesn't even pick it up at all. That is so weird. It's not right. It says it said like what the hell? Oh my Lanta. Let me turn this thing off for a minute. Oh, that's annoying. That pisses me off. Bump, 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 bump. Yo, we're live, we're live. Maybe some of you guys are here a couple hours ago. Bro, it literally says the webcam's on. I don't get it. Let's see. Well, just missed a sell on gold. Was trying to catch some sells. Still looking for a retest. We're waiting on retest. Which retest? Not sure. Retest of what? Just trying to catch some sells on gold. Bro, why does it say the webcam's on? I don't even have it connected to my computer now and it still says the webcam's on. Like, this thing is stupid. I'm freaking cheesed. Camera's like broken or something. Freaking $1,200 camera. Let me see how this one looks. This one probably looks bad. Yeah, that looks rough, man. I don't like that. Taking that off. Oh, gone. Don't like that camera. Not using that. I have a $1,200 camera for a reason. It doesn't even want to work. Freaking bullshit. But yo, we're live. We were live a few hours ago. Maybe some of you guys are on the London session stream that I did. Bro, why on earth does it say the... Yo, this is so annoying. I'm actually cheesed right now. It literally says the webcam is on my camera. And it's I don't even have it plugged in my laptop or anything. This is a lie. What are you doing, you freaking camera? Freaking lying. Lying camera. It's lying in front of my face. It's not even plugged into my laptop anymore. And it says the webcam's on. I don't even have it plugged in. What a liar. You are lying. I'm turning it off. I'm going to turn it on and turn it back on. It's going to say it still has the webcam. We were live a few hours ago for London session. We caught buys on that session. Maybe some of you guys are on that session. We made money on that session. Anybody who was live with me during London session, that was a good buy that we caught. You should go watch that session if you missed it. We literally caught buys down here on gold. Yeah, well, I still have it marked up. We caught buys over here on gold in London. Made a nice move up. And there was just a good sell signal. I kind of missed it. You had this long wick rejection here that happened. That would have been a good sell to take after seeing that. I tried to send a signal out, but it kind of just slipped away. I don't know if any of you guys saw. I tried to send a signal out. It kind of slipped away as I was getting ready. And notice some of the confirmations there to sell. There was, again, a good long wick there. We're probably going to get a bounce back up. Probably going to get like a little bounce from here. And maybe a possible continuation down if we get a bounce. I want to take sells, but I don't like this entry price. Like, it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at the 4 hour, like, it's all about like, okay, I could take an entry now, but my stop would have to be here. It's like, I don't want to take an entry and put my stop loss here because the market could pull back to there. And then it would stop me out. And then doesn't mean there's not a trade still, but I wouldn't put too small of a stop loss, or I wouldn't put too big of a risk if I was entering the market here. I wouldn't put a heavy risk understanding the market could pull back. Like if I was to take a sell right now, right here, I wouldn't go too heavy risk because I would take it knowing there could be a pullback. Okay? So it's not that I can't take a sell here. I could take a sell here and put my stop loss here and try to target the lows. I could take a sell and enter here and try to target the lows, but I would have to understand the market context of, okay, this could probably pull back 50 pips. Or I would want this to really pull back 50 pips, right? It could. Maybe it could pull back 50 pips, 60 pips for a better entry point. But if I was to take a sell here, again, it's understanding the context and where I'm around with price, what price could do. Most traders don't understand this type of stuff that I'm talking about right now. Because if you're like most traders and you take a sell and you put your stop loss right here, you get stopped out, you're going to think, oh man, there's no more move. But there could still be a move, right? So let's understand the context of things. Where you are. Most traders would take a sell here and then they would put their stop loss maybe right here, right? 50 pips, 60 pips, 100 pips. They get stopped out and they're like, oh my God, I got stopped out. What am I doing? Da, 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 da. You'd have to understand, okay, it could pull back. There could be a drawdown, right? Or maybe there's still an entry. So it's like you could take a sell and put your stop loss at the high. Oh, it's a big stop loss, right? So ideally, you would want to pull back in a situation like this, more of a pullback. That's ideally what you would want. You would want more of a pullback in this situation. There was a sell signal moments ago. If you were watching the chart, kind of coming into a pre-New York session, this candlestick right here, that gave you a sell setup, that candle. You can see the long wick formation. We've talked about long wicks plenty of times on these sessions if you tune into these sessions. Right? So there you have a nice long wick rejection. As you can see, if you're on the charts, I see someone said that they caught that sell on their own. Before I sent the signal, I was trying to send the signal out, and I just didn't get it in time. Yeah, hopefully some of you guys were able to catch that. Yeah, this camera is broken. That is so annoying. Why does it say my webcam is on? And I'm not. The camera is not even plugged in. It says my webcam is on. It's not even plugged in. Oh my goodness. That is so weird. What a scam. Fucking scam. Yeah, so maybe there's a pullback entry. It's not the best entry right now, but we are getting a pretty bearish 4-hour candle here. This 4-hour looks like it closed bearish. Potentially next 4-hour could drop. So I'm thinking towards the next 4-hour candle for possible sells to continue on the to continue down for gold. All right. I'm not gonna stay on long this morning, guys, because I've been up all night. Again, you know, I'm orientating my sleep schedule so I can be live London and New York. So I'm not going to stay on too long today. It's going to be a quick session this morning. So I'll just take notes. Make sure you remember what I say. Again, if this 4-hour closes bearish, I might be looking for sells on the next 4-hour. We're probably going to get a bounce here. We're probably going to get like a bounce here on gold. Maybe we can get a bounce, better entry point for possible continuations on those sells to go with the 4-hour closure. 4-hour could close bearish. If it closes bearish, then I'm thinking the next 4-hour could potentially go down. So I'd want to see potentially if the next 4-hour gives entry points, maybe better entry points than the current price we're at right now. Maybe we can pull back 50 pips, 40 pips, 60 pips or so. Maybe we can get a good pullback. All right. So that's the plan for me. Simple as that. Waiting for 4-hour closure. Would like to see if this 4-hour closes bearish. If it does, looking to see if the next 4-hour can go down. And that's really it for me, for what I'm going to be looking at maybe for this morning on gold. You'll probably get, you know, like a bounce here, looking like it might be a buy soon. But for scalping, like I don't think it's a big buy setup. We were live already today. We caught buys live on stream. So anybody was on 3 hours ago, that was a fire trade. Literally, if you were on that stream, everyone made money on that stream. We took a good buy on gold. We had to wait some time. Again, this is the patient side. This is the part most people can't be patient about in trading. You know, everybody wants 5-minute answers in a profession that takes days or even hours to wait for a setup. We caught good buys on stream last night. And again, look, it took me almost an hour to enter those buys. Everybody wants 5-minute answers in a profession that takes days to wait for setups. Or hours and days. You can't just jump on the charts and be like, what are we trading? What's the trade? Are we buying? Are we selling? Most of you guys do that. That's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong mindset to have, guys. You can't just, it's again, you can't get 5-minute answers in a profession that takes hours and days to wait for setups. Everybody wants 5-minute answers these days. These days, people are less patient than they were when I first started trading. When I first started trading, people are way more patient. These days, everybody wants 5-minute, I'm going to keep saying it, 5-minute answers in a profession that takes hours and days to wait for setups. You can't think like that. You can't just jump on your charts and be like, what's the trade? Are we buying? Are we selling? Are we selling? Are we buying? Yeah, again, 5-minute answers. You got to wait. It took me about an hour to take this trade. An hour. That was an amazing trade. Those of you guys that jumped on are like, what are we doing? What are we trading? Are we buying? Are we selling? Are we selling? No. Then you get off the session and you miss the trade. Then you get off the session and you miss the trade. Simple as that. That's most people. That is most people. That is literally most people that come on these sessions. Most of the messages I get, everybody, again, you're not going to get good setups if you don't have patience to wait for them, okay? These days, everybody is super impatient these days. We live in like this microwave mentality. I keep saying this, like, because I've been doing this for 10 years, right? So I've seen patience, and I've seen how it's changed over the years. How these days everybody needs more trades, more setups, more this, and it's like more setups isn't always the answer. You need good setups. One good setup is worth more than 5 random ones that you're just chasing. Wow, I am appalled with this frickin' camera. I am actually appalled right now. The fact that it says my webcam is on and it's not is just blasphemy. You gotta wait. You gotta have the ability to wait for good entries, good setups. You gotta stay patient. Most people can't do that these days. And again, it's a profession. It takes time. If you're like, I don't have the time to wait. I gotta. That's excuses. You gotta know what this is. It's a profession, right? You gotta have the ability to wait for good setups. If you're like, I can't because I work, I gotta sleep. Well, that's an excuse, because you gotta understand what the markets are. The markets don't work around your schedule, your sleep, around how you feel. The markets don't care about how you feel. The markets don't care about your sleep. The markets don't care about what you have to do with your life, right? At all, right? Zero. So you can't, those excuses are just blind spots in your trading that are going to enable you to just stay comfortable. It's like you gotta, that's at times you gotta wait. Like I show you guys this stuff. You might get a bounce here. Honestly, you might get a bounce, but I'm more interested in seeing like 4-hour sells. But, you know, not my favorite entry point right now. Could have just got in right there at 14. Yeah, I should have entered when it was at like 14 there. Probably going to keep going down. Not my favorite entry price, even though 4-hour does look like it could drop. I'd rather wait and see if I can get maybe a good pullback entry if I'm looking for entry points on this session. We'll see if I take a trade. Regardless, if I don't take a trade on this session, we took one already today, so we already killed the market today during London session. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to take a trade on this stream. I might not. Regardless, if I don't, we already took a trade earlier today during the London market. Anybody who's on, literally amazing buy setup that we caught. So yeah, I might not get the pullback that I want. Maybe I want a better price. Like it was just at 4,014. Buys, not sure. Buys, don't really like buys right now. I might just get a little bounce. Don't really like buy setups right now. Like I said, my plan, I already gave you guys the plan. 4-hour, looking for 4-hour closure. Would like to see if the next 4-hour could potentially provide an entry point. So I'll watch it for a bit. Maybe we have an entry on this session. We'll see. Again, it's looking more like sells. But yeah, I literally show you guys patience on the streams. There's been streams I've waited an hour to take a trade. And then there's some streams where I enter a trade in the first 10 minutes. Just depends on what's in front of me, right? Like when I jumped on, there wasn't an entry point to take right away. Right? When I jumped on earlier tonight, 4 hours ago, we streamed. There wasn't, and I was saying there's not an entry right here, right now. We're going to have to wait a bit and see if an entry can come our way. And then I talk like that and people get off the stream and then they end up missing the trade. So a lot of people missed that trade because they didn't have the ability to wait. I had to wait 1 hour. You can see, you can go back to the stream and what the fuck is this? You go back to that stream again. It was around around here when I started entering. About 50 minutes, almost an hour into the stream is when I started entering the market. All right, almost an hour into the stream. There's days I jump on and we're in a trade in the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That's the market. That is the market, right? There's going to be days you jump on the charts. And I was saying for the first 50 minutes, I was saying, guys, there's no entry right now. There's no reason to jump in. We don't have to look for a reason or try to find a reason. If there's a reason, it'll come. We just have to stay patient. And 50 minutes later, what do you know? We have an entry point. So it's just about patience. Now, unfortunately, gold leaving without us. Wish I could have got in there. It is what it is. Just going to have to stay patient here, guys. Just going to have to stay patient. Could have grabbed it there, maybe on that little pullback, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We already had London session good today, so it's, it's Monday. Just warming up for the market. But yeah, most people don't. If you don't have the ability to wait 1 hour for a trade, then you're going to cook yourself. If you don't have the ability to actually wait to be like, okay, I got an entry here to trigger, you're going to cook yourself because you're just going to open your laptop and look for any reason to take a trade when you jump on your charts or your phone. You could be anywhere, anytime, and you'll take trades because you just want to be in the market. So if you can't even wait 1 hour to take a trade, you're going to cook. You're going to fry yourself over time. One day, you're just going to cook yourself. You're going to fry yourself. Like, you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to use so much energy that you don't need to use. If you can't wait 1 hour, guys, for a trade, you're not patient. You are not patient enough. You're going to fry yourself at the end of the day or the end of the week or the end of the month. Literally, because 1 hour is not a long time. It's really not. Again, most of you guys work, think about this. Most of you guys work jobs. You spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day at your jobs. And you can't wait 1 hour for a setup. That's not good. That is not good. That means most of the time when you open up your laptop, you're just going to take trades for reasons. You're going to find reasons. Your brain's going to see patterns that aren't even there. You're going to look for patterns. You're going to look for reasons to take trades that won't even be there. Your brain will just say, oh, your brain might just see this, this, and that. Right? It's very, very true. It's why most traders don't succeed in trading. Most people fail at trading. Most people are not consistent at trading. It's not because they lack information. If it was because they lacked information, well, we got a little pullback. Okay, maybe we can get a pullback here. Yeah, but it's not because most traders don't succeed, not because they lack information. It's their psychology, it's their discipline, it's their patience. Most traders don't have patience. I see it every single day. I see it every single day. My camera's actually pissed me off today. Maybe this 4 hour can close bearish. It closes in 13 minutes. I think I'm going to wait to see. I think it's going to close bearish, but I don't want to assume too early. 13 minutes, it's almost done. Potentially it could go down on the next 4 hour candle. There was just a quick little bounce there. It just bounced where we took the trade earlier today. We took buys over here, just kind of bounced around that area where it expanded up earlier. So like I said, it's likely to have a bounce. It's giving that bounce now. Maybe we come back a bit. Or maybe this 4 hour doesn't close bearish. That would be interesting. This is why you don't chase price. You wait for pullbacks, if anything. See? So, if this 4 hour closes bearish, I think next 4 hour could drop. There's a chance it doesn't close bearish. It's riskier to enter the trade. I could assume it's going to close bearish. It might not close bearish, though. It's like this one. This candle. That's at hour and 12. Looking at this, how this reacted. Dollar's stronger right now. Has 12 minutes left till the close. It looks like it could close bearish potentially. It could flip up. It might. Maybe it ends up flipping up bullish. That would be interesting. Okay, got a little entry there, maybe. I might. Let's see. I'll wait. I'll wait 11 minutes. See if it closes bearish. Did a good pullback. I'm gonna enter like. I don't like how this candles look. Yeah, I might just pop up some more. It's not favorite entry point. Might end up just dropping. 10 minutes till this candle closes. Would like I said, would like to see if the candle closes bearish. If it closes bearish, next candle could potentially go down. Always live London. Go watch the session. And 1 hour closes bearish. Was a great London session. Do I set limits? No, not really. Does the gap have to be filled? I don't know. I don't always look at gaps like that. Which sells? This news are blowing up accounts. What are you talking about? What do you mean? You just gotta wait for good confirmations. Like, I mean, we took a buy. I tried to catch some sells. Some traders were able to catch them. I missed the sells right here. Like, this would have been a clear sell signal right here. What do you mean? You got the long wick rejection. If you were in sells before that, you would have got wicked out. But this was a good sell sign for a sell right there. Afterwards, I would have taken I tried to send a signal right after that, and I was just a little too late. I was too late for it. I sent the signal a little too late. I was hoping we would get a nice little pullback. I was hoping the market would pull back in the moment. It was like on this candlestick. I was like, come on, pull back, and it didn't pull back. I was trying to send a sell literally like on this candle. Let me see. At 8:07, yep. I was trying to send a sell on this candle right here, hoping we would get a pullback, and we didn't. There was a sell here. There's a sell here. I took a buy right here live. I've lost one trade in the last 3 weeks, literally live trading, so it's just patience. I've taken my trades around the same times. I mean, yeah, like the sells would have been, oh man, could have entered there. I knew it. I didn't want to chase the candle. Could have entered literally 50 pips would have been already easy. Sells. Look at look at the candle structure. Look at the long wick. Easy. I was late. If I was on the charts 10 minutes earlier than this, I would have caught it. I sent this. I was hoping this candle would pull back right here. I was hoping we would get a pullback. All I needed was a little bit of pullback, and I would have been in, and would have caught a move down. Another sell would have been right here. I mean, just around 44,025. I mean, for me, there's been like 2 sells. I seen a sell here. After the wicks there, like, it looks pretty clear to me. Nothing crazy. Like, when I break down, like, someone's asking for a breakdown, nothing crazy. I mean, if it's just candlestick rejection, whole number. Candlestick rejection, whole number. That's all it is. Nothing crazy. You got candlestick rejection here, whole number. I mean, just the timing of things. Some things you might not be able to time. You might be late. If you're early, you need to practice on being that. You need to practice that. You need to become self-aware. If you're getting in trades early and you're getting stopped out, you need to practice more patience then. If you're getting stopped out before the moves, practice more patience. Don't take the trades right when you see them. Wait a bit. Let the market stop you out, but don't be in the trade. Be aware of your earliness. If you're early on trades, don't take the signals that or the trades right when you see them. Wait longer. If you're getting stopped out a lot, if you're getting in early on moves, wait when you see a trade that you want to take. Wait longer. Say, okay, I'm going to wait longer when you first see that trade setup. Don't take it right away. Wait for the market to give you more of a trigger. Maybe wait for the market to show you liquidity or show you those self-experiences of you getting stopped out. Like, if you're getting in trades early, wait for the market to do that thing then. Like, let it stop you out, essentially, without you being in the trade, if that makes sense. Like, if you're getting stopped out of a lot of trades, I've taken all the trades live. Every single trade I've taken live on stream that I've taken in the last couple of weeks. I've lost one trade. Go look at all the streams I've done. I've called it Road to Consistency for a reason, because I've taken consistent trades on every single stream. And we've had one losing trade on all these streams. One loss. I've taken every trade live. Every single trade has been taken live in front of you guys on the screen on my funded account. And I've taken one loss this whole month. Live on stream. I took the loss live on stream as well. So every trade I've entered has been a profitable trade. There's been consistent trades. I find I've missed trades too. There's trades I've missed. There is trades I have missed too. There is actually I've missed a good amount of trades too. I just missed this sell. I took a little nap. I went to the gym. I took a little nap. If I was a little bit earlier, I would have caught after this sell. Long wick rejection. So I mean, rejections, whole numbers. I mean, rejection candle, whole numbers. Not anything crazy to break down. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, you have a fair value gap, an inverse correlation, break of structure, market structure shit. No. Rejection candles, whole numbers. That's what I use. Like, there's a student of mine who's literally made, like, there's literally a student. Let me show you how much has he made this month. This student of mine's up $40,000 on this account. $39,000. He's up $39,000. And he's just been coming on the live sessions. From the live trading sessions that I've done here. This guy's up 39,000. Bro, what is up with this? Yo, chill. Oh my gosh, bro. He's up $39,000 from the live trading sessions that I've done on one account. From these sessions. So I mean, there's been consistency in the markets this month. I don't know, news. Yeah, there's a lot of news. I don't pay attention to the news, really. I don't always trade New York session. That's why I say, like, New York session might not even be the best session for some of you guys to trade. It might be too volatile for some of you guys. You might be better off Tokyo session, London session. Tokyo, there's more control. New York might not even be a good session for some of you guys to trade. It might be too volatile for you. Might be too much news as well. New York session is where there's the most news. I mean, the sells was just simple rejection candle. You just would have had to see it in the moment. This is the thing. This red candle, if you were watching it in the moment, it was starting to turn bearish. You would have been able to see, okay, this candle is starting to flip. Kind of like how this 4 hour is going. If you've been watching this 4 hour for the last 50 minutes, at some point, you would have been able to see a long wick being formed and a small body here. And you would have been like, oh, okay. You would have had a time to be like, let me trigger this.
right? There's things that happen in the moment that they don't look how they look right now, right? Like this candle right here. If you were on the charts on this candle right here that I'm marking, you would have been able to see for a certain period of time, this is flipping bearish. This is starting to reject. I can get in right now. You would have had a point to recognize that until it closed, or you could have entered after it closed, right? But if you were watching the market, if you were on the chart, that's what I mean. Like, it's all about, sometimes it's about being on the charts too. You're not like, not every candle looks like how it looks right now, like in the moment when it was there printing. If you were watching the chart here, this candle at one point was a small candle. It was starting to flip bearish. Just like this candle we're on right now. If you were watching this, if you looked at this candle 40 minutes ago, for example, or an hour ago, now maybe a bit over an hour ago, I would say a bit over an hour ago. If you were watching this candle over an hour ago, yeah, no, it would have been like at 7 a.m., 7:30, 7:30 to 8. So from 7 to 8, right now it's about to be 9. From 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., if you were watching this candle on the 4 hour, you might have been able to notice, yo, there's an entry here. Let me get in. As this was happening, as this long wick was happening, and there was a small body. At one point, there was a small body on this candle. That's why I was trying to send a signal out. That's exactly why I was trying to send a signal out at 8:07. I was late, but I was keeping an eye on it 10 minutes before that. Like, oh, should I send a signal? All right. And then I hesitated. I waited too long. So I waited a bit too long, but at some point, you might have been able to squeeze in there, noticing, yo, this long wick just formed. The 4 hour looks like it's flipping, right? You might have been able to recognize that in the moment, in the heat of the moment where something was happening, right? This candle with the long wick, of at one point its body was really, at one point it had a really small body to it. And I was like, oh, this is looking like it's flipping bearish here, right? So literally like between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock right now. So 2 hours ago, from 7 to 8, you might have been able to notice the characteristics and behavior of that candlestick and say, okay, I can jump in this. You would have had time, a certain amount of time to be able to do that though. Right? You would have had like maybe a window of time to do that before the candle kept dropping. So there's certain moments like that where, you know, a candle can be flipping or a certain behavior can be happening. Like, look at this long wick on the 1 hour. That tells you, oh, okay, long wick rejection there. Liquidity, stop losses definitely hit from that candlestick. That turned into the 4 hour starting to flip, though. That was the 4 hour also starting to flip. So you might have been able to quickly catch on to that in that moment. You might have had like 30 minutes to an hour range to be able to catch on to that characteristic and that price behavior. That, you know, or you like literally you could have just been like, you know, you could have just been, oh, 1 hour's bearish, like, whoops. This could have just been like, oh, let me sell. Let me go for the sell here. You have rejection there, long wick, possible sell right there. You could have just taken the sells here. Stop loss above the high. That would have been your sell setup. Bam. Right? We already know it dropped. Okay, I guess replay mode doesn't work. There you go. You would have had, that could have been a sell based on, okay, this just happened. I'm going to see if this 4 hour can drop on gold. I'll take a sell. I'm going to enter in small though and start to scale in. You might get a bit of a bounce here up, but I'm prepared to add to my entry. So this is not a full position. I'm entering in anticipation that it does pull back more, and maybe I can scale into my entry point and add more to the position. All right. So to catch that sell, you would have had to be on the charts, watching, understanding what's happening here, to catch that sell. For example, I caught the sell. So there's a sell that I see, the $2,600 trade. I'm not just talking out my ass right now. I caught one of these sells. So I caught this sell earlier before I was streaming London. This sell right here, I caught it because I saw the candle, how the candle was reacting in the moment. So the $2,600 trade there, I got it at 4,007. All right, this trade, this was sells I was taking. Look at my entry. 420, 421, 421, 420, 420, 420. That was my fill price in the 420s. 421. All right. So 420, 421 was where I was selling. Now let's go look. We're going to go look at 420, 421. That's on this candle right here. So I'm not just talking out my ass. I did this because I was watching this candle in the moment. I was able to get in at 420, 421 as this was starting to flip bearish in that moment. So see right here, this is where you can see again, my entry, my fill prices, they're down here. 420, 421, 421, 420, 420. You can see around 421 pretty much. All right. I was in order place, position increase, order place, position increase, order place, position increase, position increased. 421, 420. All right. 421, 420. So I was here. As this candle was rejecting, as it was starting to reject, I'm entering sells right now, as you can see on gold. Following my plan, 4-hour close bearish. Want to see if the next 4-hour drops. But here, so this is where I was selling as this candle was starting to go down, because I was recognizing, okay, this is starting to reject. And it was rejecting 4,025, right? And that was this $2,600 trade that I got out at 4,007. There we go. Gold's in profit a little bit. And yeah, that's where I was selling. So that's what I'm talking about. Someone's like, what do you mean what sells? And someone asked if I could break it down. Oh, there you go. Gold's in profit. A little bit of pips. I was selling here. Next candle dropped. Bro, why is my camera doesn't work? My replay mode doesn't work? Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Come on. Brutal. I was selling on that candle at 420. I'm literally showing you my entry prices. There we go. Gold's in profit. 40 pips. About, well, like 30 pips. 30, 40 pips-ish. Almost 40 pips. So I sold there. I would have sold here if I was like 20. I was 20 minutes late. Let's say maybe 10 to 20 minutes late or so. I would have caught this sell easy if I just was on the chart a little bit earlier. So there's two sells maybe to catch, or even this candle here maybe would have gave you some rejection. And then it came back, maybe break even trade, small loss. Make sure your losing trades are small losses. Make sure your losing trades are smaller than your winning trades. If your losing trades are bigger than your winning trades, then you're trading wrong. Trading backwards. Make sure your losing trades are smaller than your winning trades. I show you guys on the streams. Well, I've only lost one trade this month live. There's been one losing trade on the live sessions. So that's what I mean by sells. Like, maybe there was 3 confirmations. I saw 2. And I was like, damn, I missed one. Like, right there would have been, look at, you have a long wick here. Again, that rejects 4,025. So for a moment there was a sell. All right, for a good moment, you had like a sell in here even. And it would have reacted. If you took sells in there, you probably would have been in profit. But then it came up. You have to be prepared for those things. You have to be prepared for those things, all right? There we go. Let's see if this 4-hour can drop. In profit already on the stream here. Gold's in profit, as you can see. And we'll see what happens maybe in the next... I mean, this candle just opened, so it's like it could be a long trade. Might be like a 2-hour trade from this point. I don't think I'm going to stream for 2 hours. What time is it right now? 9:09. It's 8 o'clock here where I'm at. What is breakfast? I gotta get the breakfast downstairs. This breakfast is amazing. This breakfast buffet, it's all included. So man, I ain't missing that. I'm going to bed after I eat breakfast. Yo, my camera is pissing me off. Restart my laptop. I can't now. I'm on the stream if I do that. I'll just put this one on. Oh, there's my knee. Look at my eyeballs. That bed is comfortable AF. I'm gonna sleep in that thing all day today. That's pissing me off. Look at this dusty old camera. Ugh. There's my knee, all right? You guys get to see my knee, all right? I'm keeping my knee in the shot. Don't mind my knee. Oh, yeah. There we go. Gold's in profit. Light day. Ah, damn. I got a half lot on it. Let's see. This 4-hour could potentially go down. It is already. I'm following the plan. Remember what I said the plan was? See, I keep looking at this stupid camera. Freaking. Oops. It says the webcam is on. It's lying. It's literally lying. It's literally lying to me. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Remember the plan? If the 4-hour closes bearish, I want to look for a little bit of a pullback. See if we can get the continuation. I follow my plan. Gold's in profit, guys. Let's go. Nice. So here's the plan. You could hold this for 3 hours maximum. Like, realistically, I want to see if this can flip bearish, if it can turn bearish. That could take an hour or two. I think minimum, that could take an hour or two. If you're trying to scalp, you know, you could close the trade. It's in profit, 30 pips right now. It's just up 40 pips. Let's see. If this can flip bearish, it would be a good trade. It would probably go down to like 4K or lower. Gaps. Someone asked about a gap. I don't know what gap. This gap up here or what gap? What gap? I don't know. I don't always look at gaps, so I don't know where the gap is that you're talking about. 41.18. Is it on a specific time frame maybe? Is it on a lambda? Up here, this gap? Up here? If you're seriously talking about that gap, we gotta have a conversation right now. Like are you talking about this gap? Oh man, we gotta have a conversation now. We gotta sit down for a minute. All right, we gotta talk. 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 Are you talking about that gap? What was the gap? I saw someone ask about a gap. Where was the gap? Question. Someone asked about a gap. Where was it, man? Did you delete the comment? I swear I saw someone ask about a gap. I can't find it now. Like, does the gap have... All right. 41.18. Are you talking about this gap up here? Or where? Where's 41.18? I don't see a gap at 41.18. You're talking about that, right? You can't base what's in front of you off of something like that. That gap, like, if there's something in front of you, logically, like, what if there's a sell setup right in front of you and you're sitting here like the gap needs to be filled, the gap needs to be filled, the gap. You can't think like that. That's that gap, like, it already like, most of it was almost like filled, but like this gap, for example, if there's a sell setup in front of me, I don't want to be focused on that gap, right? I don't want to be thinking, oh, the gap needs to be filled. If your head's too fixated on something that you think needs to happen, there could be a sell setup right in front of you. What if gold dumps right now and you're thinking about a gap? I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but you're not alone here probably about how traders think. You could have something right in front of you, or you might be overshooting your targets. What if you're sitting here and you're catching a beautiful buy and you're trying to target the gap all day? You're never going to hit your target. You're going to have to take a bunch of trades if you're trying to fill the gap, let's say, right? And maybe you're taking clean buy entries. You're getting good entries, you're getting a good entry, you're like, I got to target the gap, I got to target the gap, I got to target the gap. You're overshooting right now in terms of where the market is. Now there could be a sell. What if there's perfect sell setups in front of you and you're not catching those because you're thinking about the gap? You're thinking about the gap, right? And I'm saying this because I've seen many traders think like this. It's pretty normal to think like that for a lot of traders. Gaps, I don't really focus on them too much, to be honest. I focus more on what's in front of me for the moment. There we go. Back to back, London and New York, done dusted. What's my entry point? Could have got better entry point too, but hey, man. 50 pips, almost 60 pips right now. Hopefully you guys are in profit. But yeah, like, I don't want to be looking at that gap too much. Like, this is here, like this 4 hours right here, right now, rejection, We had the long wick rejection. There's types of rejections. You got the long wicks and you got candlestick bodies, but we got a long wick here. I don't want to be too fixated on like a gap that's way up here, that needs to get filled or could get filled. Maybe it gets filled, maybe it doesn't. I don't think the market needs to fill it. Like, I don't think it needs to fill the gap, right? I don't think it needs to. I mean, most gaps, I don't see a lot on the 1 hour, but most do get like filled realistically. Maybe at a later time. But right now, like, I would just look for buy entries. Like, if you're trying to get that gap filled, maybe at a later time it does. Just when you get buy setups, just wait for buy setups, but don't be blind to like if there's a sell setup in front of you because you want the gap to be filled. And you just have to take buy. You'd have to go for multiple buys to hit a target like that. Like, you'd have to take different buys because or you'd really have to hold a swing. You'd have to, like, if you were buying here, like, and you're trying to target that gap, maybe it gets hit. I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying it doesn't or it does, but I don't trade like that. You're gonna have to hold a swing trade, right? You might be in one position or multiple positions, whatever. You're gonna have to hold, really. Like, if you were buying here, you're gonna have to hold that for a while, maybe, or like a swing trade until it were to actually hit or fill that gap. If it does this week, it could. I don't trade like that though. I don't trade based on I'm trying to fill the gap. I don't do that. So I can't give you much context on how to trade to it because I don't trade like that to it. I don't trade like that. I've never traded like that, so I can't teach you on that. Like, I could teach you how, most gaps do get filled. You could back test and you could look at every gap that forms. You'd be like, okay, most gaps do get filled. right? If you were to go back test the chart and you were to look at all the gaps on the chart, you could back test it and maybe see a percentage of gaps usually get filled. Most gaps, like there's a big gap here that eventually got filled. Like here, there's a big gap that eventually got filled. So you could look at the market in a sense of, yeah, like gaps do get filled majority of the time. Now, for how I trade in the moment, like I'm trading in the moment right now, like what's in front of me. Like there's something in front of me. So I'm not looking that far out right now. Maybe if I was looking for a buy, like a swing trade, like a swing that I'm going to hold for a week or two, a trade like that I'm going to at least hold for a week to 2 weeks, maybe then I'm targeting a gap like that, or maybe I'm using it inside of that if I see it could clearly line up with the setup that I see. But me, I don't really trade like that personally. That's pretty far. And like you came into it here. Yeah, that's the only gap I see. Don't see any other gaps. We're in profit a little bit though on gold. Nothing crazy. Like I said, my plan was if this 4 hour closes bearish, so remember what my plan was when I got on before I entered that trade. If the 4 hour closes bearish, I'm going to enter on the next 4 hour and see if this 4 hour can go down. So it's really a timely trade again. Like really see how the next it has 3 hours and 40 minutes left on it. Still a good amount of time. So maybe in 1 hour it's lower, or 1 to 2 hours, I would say it could take some time. Drop down to 4K. If it goes to 4K, that would be nice. Or if it goes to 3090s, that would be nice. Could potentially. Dollar has some strength right now. It's been breaking out this night. Like you can see, dollar has been breaking out. When we caught the buys, there was a candle. Where was it? This candle literally gave us the buy we had in London. That candle right there gave us the buy. That candle dropped and gold went up when we were in the buy there. So this is more of a 4 hourly setup for me. The one that I'm in. It's coming back to my entry point, as you can see. And a little bit in profit, nothing crazy. And yeah, if this 4 hour doesn't drop, I have 3 hours to make a decision to say, okay, how am I going to close my trade, manage my position? Going to watch it every 30 minutes, see where it is, maybe every 30 minutes to an hour, and just manage it from there. Where's my stop loss? I don't have one, as you can see, because I'm just managing my position for the next 2 hours. If I had a stop loss, it would probably be above the high right here. So I know it's not crazy risk to reward, but I'm trading based off of what's in front of me, okay? 4 hour rejection. Want to see if this next candle drops. I'd rather give myself some room to say, okay, it could potentially pull back before dropping in the next 3 hours. So I could put a stop loss here. I don't have to hold it till that stop loss though. I'm not gonna hold this trade until a stop loss. I'm gonna close it manually, either at a small win, a small loss, break even, or a good win. I'm not gonna let this, like where I would keep my stop loss for this position. I'm not gonna hold it till then. But that's where I would say, okay, this is kind of where it would become invalidated based on the 4 hourly. If it were to go up there and close up there, if it were to close like bullish up here, then that's where I would say it would become invalidated on the 4 hourly time frame. So I mean, yeah, I'm in sells. Want to see if this 4 hour drops. Potentially it could. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be on for 3 hours and 37 minutes, so probably not going to stay on for the whole 4 hour. Like I've been on for an hour already. Probably not going to stay. Yeah, this says 3 hours and 37 minutes left on it. Up like, I think 20 pips right now, almost. No. 4,012 was my entry point. Okay. Almost 20 pips. Yeah, personally, like I'm probably not gonna stay on for another 3 hours. I'll be too tired by then. I'm probably gonna go eat in the next hour and then pass out. So I'll probably stay on for like another 30 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna watch the trade. I'm still gonna be up watching the trade, managing my trade. But yeah, like you have to just understand it's the candle. It's like if you were on the London session with me when we bought in the London, I said if this closes bullish, next candle could go up. And the 1 hour kind of did this. No, 1 hour moved. It was London. In London, I said if the 30-minute closes bullish, next candle could go up. I know it's looking similar right now, but I'm following the 4 hourly time frame right now. So I'm following, again, this rejection, the wick. We got, again, nice rejection candle here with a long wick. I want to see if this 4 hour drops. If it doesn't, I'm closing my trade. Right? If it doesn't really do much, and again, that just comes with watching it, managing it, keeping an eye on it. So I'm not predicting anything crazy here, just watching the 4 hour. Trying to go with the flow of the 4 hour. If in like 2 hours it doesn't really do much, I'll say, okay, maybe I'll close my trade. I'll see. But that's how I'm going to trade this position today for gold. Maybe in 3 hours it's dumping. Maybe in 3 hours it's pushing up and it's not looking like the best. It's like, okay, 4 hours not going down. Better off just closing it, calling it a day with a small loss on the position. So that's really it. Like, there's nothing more to really go over with gold today. I'm looking to see if the 4 hour goes down, and maybe this can flip. If it doesn't flip in the next like 2 hours, depending on how it looks, how it makes me feel, but I'll just get out of it. It's nothing crazy. I'm in. Like I said, I entered when it was in front of you. We were up like 40 pips there at one point. Well, a little bit more, actually. Yeah, I know a buy, I'm in a sell because I'm following the 4 hour. A buy is up to you. I'm not calling out two trades at once, guys. That make no sense. Someone asked about a buy. That's up to you. Yeah, 30-minute might close bullish here, and you just have to follow the candles, right? I'm looking at the 4 hour today, though. For this, I'm looking at how the 4 hour is. Personally, I'm not going for a buy here. I caught a buy in London. Yeah, you could watch this 30-minute. Maybe the next 30-minute goes up. Possibly. Personally, I'm following the 4 hour today, guys. Like I said, so I'm not gonna look at different things. I'm gonna look at one thing, focus on the one thing, and leave it at that. I'm not gonna look at, what if this happens? What if it's just one thing? I don't gotta be right about everything. I'm gonna be right or wrong, right? And move on to the next trade. If I'm wrong, move on to the next setup, London session or New York tomorrow. Someone asked about buys. I'm not focusing on buys, so I'm not gonna even talk about buys. Then you're looking at two things at once. That's not how you trade. You either look at one thing, focus on that, what you see, you trade that, that's it. Otherwise, you're going to be, no, we don't do that. That's not trading. I'd rather, you could do that, it's up to you. If you're looking at buys, no, I'm not looking at buys, though. I'm in sells. I entered sells live in front of you. If maybe you're looking at this 30-minute, maybe bullish close on the 30-minute. Bullish close. Next 30-minute goes up. I'm not looking at that. I told you guys what I was looking at when I got on. I'm not going to look at two things, right? I'm going to look at one setup at a time. I'm going to plan the setup. I'm going to trade it. I'm going to manage my position. And that's it. So it's either, again, like I said, before I entered the trade, my plan was, okay, because the 4 hour, I said if this 4 hour closes bearish, remember what I said before I entered the trade? I said if this 4 hour closes bearish, I'm going to look and see if the next 4 hour can drop, right? So, okay, maybe it pulls back a bit. I even said that. Maybe it pulls back like 40 pips, 50 pip. Or maybe it gives a down move. That's exactly what I said at the beginning of the session. So I'm not going to change my plan. Whatever, you could see another thing. If you see what you see, if you see buys, don't let my if you see buys and you see clear buys, don't let my sells, to take over that. Don't just let my opinion, ruin maybe your bias. I could be wrong. Right? But I'm not going to look at two different things on one trade setup. That's not trading. That's how you confuse yourself. Right? I'd rather just planning remember, I planned my trade before I entered it. What was the plan? If the 4-hour closes bearish, I'm going to look for pullbacks on the next 4-hour and try to enter and see if the 4-hour candle can continue. So I'm just going to trade that, right? I planned it. Now I'm trading it. So now I'm going to manage my position while I'm in it, right? I'm not looking for buys. I'm in sells. I want to see if this 4-hour drops. I can't take both trades. That would make no sense. So, realistically, I could just jump off today. I'm probably gonna jump off soon. Now some of you guys are asking me about buys, and you're gonna confuse me. I'm not looking for buys. All right. Some of you guys are confusing me now. Don't confuse me now. Don't confuse me now. Don't get me thinking. Don't get me jumping in buys. Next thing you know, I'm jumping in buys, and I'm like, oh damn it. Don't get me thinking that. If you want to take buys, that's up to you. But I told you guys my plan. That's up to you. That's up to you, John. All right, John. That is up to you. I gave you guys my plan. All right. I said it before. I said I could have entered when the 4-hour had 12 minutes on it too. I literally knew I could have entered at 4,015, 4,014. Could have got a better entry point. So that's up to you. Like, buys are up to you guys. Like, I'm not going to call it a buy setup on this stream. The 30-minute did close bullish there. It's like an inverted hammer. So, yeah, like this 30-minute could pop up. But that's not my plan for this session. Like, yeah, you got a 30-minute closure here. So, yeah, like next 30-minute might pop up. If it comes all the way up, then, yeah, then I missed out on the buy. And that probably means the 4-hour is not going to close bearish, maybe. Let's say if it goes up for buys. If it ends up going up after like 2 hours or an hour to two, then maybe that means the 4-hour is not closing bearish. And that was my plan. So it's either I'm right or wrong. So that's it. That's really it. So I still have time on this trade. Again, this is my trade. If you want to take buys, that's up to you. I'm not calling out two trades on one session. Two different trades. So remember the plan. My plan was 4-hour bearish closure. Right? Want to see if this candle can flip bearish or continue with that bearish closure. It could take 3 hours and 28 minutes. This candle still has 3 hours. So I'm not really worried about the time. There's still time. Right? It's pretty much at my entry point right now, as you can see. And pulling back. I'm going to add in. I'm going to add to my position, increase my position size. You could get a bounce, like I said before, even when I jumped on. I said you could probably get a bounce here. Right, like I said, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested more in the 4-hour. So yeah, like 30-minute close bullish. You're getting a bounce up right now. It could still come up a bit more. Like, that's why I said I'm entering small in case it does pull back. So I don't, I'm managing my position correctly. I'm down $100. Fuck's $100. Look at my account. All right. So I'm going to add a bit to my position. And yeah. So it's like if this candle closes bullish, then I'll just probably, like, that's 3 hours away from now. So I'm not, I can't predict that right now. Right? I'm not going to predict what it's going to do. I'm just following the flow of the candles, following my plan. Down about $100 right now. A couple pips. That's up to you. I'm not interested in buys, like I said. I even said when I got on, I said it's probably so remember, like, what I said when I got on before I even took this position. I did say you could probably get like a bounce. Maybe then we get continuations, better entry. So that's why when I got on, I said you could sell, but you just have to understand where you put your stop loss or where the market could go. So you don't put too small of a stop loss or do too big of a lot size, right? I said like we could sell when I jumped on. I said we could sell, but you'd have to put a stop loss like up here in case the market pulls back and gives you like a better entry price. Yeah, we got a bounce there, but I'm not interested. I wasn't interested in that trade. 4-hour closed, 4-hour closed bullish here, inverted hammer. Next candle popped up. If I was maybe just jumping on, like I probably could have caught that trade, but I'm following the 4-hour for this one. So this is like not me scouting, like I'm just following the 4-hour for this one. So it's gonna take some time, guys. It could take 2-3 hours to flip or not. It's gonna take some time, guys. It's not like I said. Remember, 5-minute. It's even when you're in a trade, it doesn't take 5 minutes for a trade to play out. You know, depending on like when you enter. Sometimes things react crazy, but even this, like this, could take a couple hours to react. It is pulling back right now, and I kind of wanted it to pull back and do this. Yeah, I'm in drawdown, but down $265, guys. Nothing crazy. This candle still has 3 hours and 25 minutes on it, right? If this candle, like, here's the thing, like, if this candle does, like, if it pushes all the way up here, then I know, okay, you know what? The sells are probably not there today. If this candle goes all the way up, then I know, okay, the sells, I'm probably wrong, right? But for now, I'm going to hold my position. Remember the plan. You guys forget the plan, man. Some of you guys forgot the plan. Just follow the plan, all right? Like, if this thing went all the way up here, and I'd be like, all right, you know, probably wrong, all right? If it went all the way up there, right? It still has 3 hours left on it, though. All right, it still has a lot of time to potentially drop down to like 4K or lower. Still has a good amount of time. Stocks are pumping. Stock market, these pumping. Yeah, if that candle went all the way up to 4,020, 4,025, then I'd be like, all right, time to make a decision, time to think more about this and manage the position, right? Accordingly to what price is doing. Like if this thing went all the way up, let's just say it spiked all the way up here, went, then I'd have to manage it and start thinking like, okay, I'm probably wrong here, right? But I still have 3 hours for the market to potentially drop or potentially go up and close bullish. If it closes bullish, then, you know, I'm going to get out. I'm going to, wherever it is. But there's still time. That's why I said, like, 5-minute answers, like, I could just jump off the stream and that's it. You know, I'll be on after this. Like, we don't have to sit here for 3 hours. It's okay. Manage your trade. Let's see what happens in the next hour to two. Maybe every 30 minutes. Could have gave you guys the plan. I gave you guys the plan when I jumped on. Hit 4,015. See? Lady did a little pullback there and wick down. If this forms a wick and it starts to move down strong enough, like if there's a wick forming here, right? If it starts to flip bearish, that's good because there's a top wick on this candle. If this thing can start to go red, then it should drop. But yeah, there's still time for that. It's been in and out of profit. Like it was just up. I was just up like $300 and something there. Was in a bit of a drawdown there. I get these posts saying stock market's pumping today. Still time. Bitcoin at. Because I'm following the 4 hour. Like I'm not looking at the 30-minute right now. I'm looking more at the 4 hourly chart, right? So Just using that candle, wanting to follow that candle. Remember what the candle looked like when I got on, right? If you were on in the beginning, what it looked like when I got on the session, right? And I said when I got on, I was like, all right, if this candle closes bearish, I want to see maybe if we get a bit of a pullback and see if we can get maybe a continuation down, if anybody was on at the beginning of the stream. If anyone remembers, right at the beginning of the stream, right? Like it was more like, let's see if 4 hour closes. I'll show you, like, again. I was trying to fix my stupid camera. This dang camera. So yeah, like I said when I jumped on, see, like that was how the 4 hour was looking. I was saying, okay, if we can get like a pullback for continuation, if we can get like a bounce, see, I was saying like, okay, if this can close bearish, see how the body was smaller, like see how the body was a bit smaller there, and then it went down a bit more. I was saying, okay, if this 4 hour can close bearish, maybe we get pullbacks on the next one. So I'm just sticking with that for the day. I'm just going to stick with that for the morning. Might take time for it to do it. It's tried to drop a couple times already. And yeah, the 30-minute, like, it closed bullish there. That would have been a good buy there. On the 30-minute, that would have been a good buy. Would have gave some pips. I'm just looking to see more for the bigger move. There's been some buy setups. I'm trying to see if we get more of like that bigger move down on the 4 hour. I like to follow 4 hour candles. Do they all work? No, but you know, over time the 4 hour is really accurate, so I like to follow 4 hour candles. Personally, I like to follow 4 hour candles more than, let's say, a 15-minute candle or a 30-minute candle. All right. So it's at a much better entry point. I'm down what, like 20, 30 pips right now on my position. I'm down about 20 pips at the moment on gold. And again, guys, just gonna hold it for this candle. It's this candle I'm holding it for. All right, 3 hours left on this candle. If this thing shoots up like crazy, then I'll maybe close it out. Small loss, small win, whatever. We'll see. Might be we'll see. I'm not gonna predict what it's gonna be until the trade's over, until I know. So yeah, it could have been a buy there on the 30-minute. I wasn't interested in that trade. Like I said, I'm more interested in the sells based on the 4 hour. It's at a much better entry point right now. It's actually maybe going to hit the signal I was trying to send earlier today. If you're inside the inner circle, there is a signal inside of the Discord. So it actually might hit that signal entry price from the looks of it. And I'm in a drawdown right now, 400 and somewhat dollars. I got my stop loss set. So again, not going to lose more than, you know, more than I should on the position. So I'm still in. I'm going to hold based on the plan I gave you guys before I entered the trade, right? Entered a good little, added a good amount there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this looks like in about 2-3 hours from now. Because there's still 3 hours on the candle. 3 hours and 18 minutes. It's at a better entry point. It's probably about to come back to my entry point. As you can see, I added to my position a good amount. I added a good amount to my position. I added a half lot there and some more. And yeah, same plan. I'm just following the plan, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the plan. This was the plan right here. Remember the plan when I got on. If it closes bearish, look for pullback, continuation. That was the plan, yo. That was the plan. Hey, so far it's going with the plan. Just because it's pulling back and I'm in drawdown doesn't mean it's not following the plan. The plan, there's still a lot of time on the candle. This candle, 3 hours could either drop. It could drop in 3 hours. If it's up in 3 hours, then I know, okay, I'm wrong on the trade. And that would be my second loss this month. on these live trading sessions I've been doing. We already hit a W today as well. So anybody, if you weren't on earlier, that's a good stream to watch. But it shows you patience as well. Most traders aren't patient these days. I had to wait almost an hour to take that trade earlier today. And man, like the minute I get on charts, people always want to know, like, what's the trade? Is there a trade? And sometimes there's no trade when you jump on the charts. Like, it's like, okay, let me not look for a reason to just enter. Yeah, so there was like that 50 minutes, almost an hour. Like in the 50th minute towards the hour, almost, 50, 60 minutes was entering buys earlier tonight. That's a good session. If you missed that part, I mean, easy setup, nothing crazy. The market was coming down to like a nice area. That gold, pretty much coming back to like the entry here. I added to my position, a little bit in profit now. We'll see how it goes. And it's just patience. If I wanted to scalp, guys, when it was up $300, I would have been, all right, guys, I'm out. Call it a day. If I scalp on these sessions, like if I just scalp and we get the minute it goes in profit, like it was up in profit, I could have just said, all right, getting out. I'll see you guys later. Right? It's been in and out of profit, so there's better entry points to collect though. There was a better entry point to collect. Bump, 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 bump. And yo, real talk, yo, I gotta say something on this stream. Real talk. If y'all are gonna be teaching my strategies to your groups, to your Discord groups, to your teams, to your academies and stuff, courses. I got people that are making courses. I got students that are making courses. Especially if you're a student of mine. If you're a student of mine and you're teaching like your groups, my strategies, the stuff I've taught you, at least give credit where it's due, all right? I see you guys out there. I see you guys at MLMs. I see you guys in your groups. I see you guys in your Discord, your Telegrams. I see everything. Because I got people watching. I got loyal people to me. I got people who are really loyal to me. Some of you guys are quiet now. You don't say much in the chats. You're quiet. I see what some of you guys are doing. At least give credit where it's due. If you're going to teach my strategies to your groups, the $25 levels to be exact, if you're going to teach literally my strategies to your groups, at least give credit from where you learned from, all right? Especially my students that are doing this now. Those of you guys that are my students that are literally teaching your Discords, teaching your Telegrams, teaching your groups, bro, at least give credit where it's due. Even especially if you're one of those people that talk shit about me too, like in an MLM. Those of you guys in MLMs and stuff too. Like, bro, at least give credit where it's due, bro. So many of you guys didn't even know any of the things you know now because of me. All right, like let's just be real. There's so many of you guys that do this. So many. Some of you guys send signals how I do. Like you get, like I see it all. Like you guys got to give credit where it's due at least, right? That's why the inner circle is the price it is. Literally, people be teaching. People learn my stuff, learn my cycle, learn the things I teach, and then they go teach it elsewhere themselves. I gotta raise the price. I literally gotta raise the price. Yo, literally, give credit where it's due. Like, I put so many people on game. And then, like, bruh, so many of you guys did not know how to trade gold a year ago, 2 years ago at all. Now, there's people doing live gold trading. There's people sending signals exactly how I send signals. Like, who's the genius that came up with the $5 zones for gold? Me, right? Like, damn. And now I see people sending signals how I do and stuff. Ay. Yo, y'all got to give credit at least where it's due, fam. At least give the credit where it's due. Like, come on. Like, there's people teaching my stuff in groups. They learn from me and they're like Yo, like, hello, like, where'd you learn that from? Hey, 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 hey. Some of y'all are quiet nowadays, yo. Some of you guys are quiet nowadays. What happened? A year ago, you were cheering me on. 6 months ago, you were cheering me on. Now you're quiet. What happened? What happened? What happened, folks? Huh? Eh? Gold's back in profit. Told you guys, looking for the pullback entry. You guys could have been, you guys could be up like 50 pips right now. I'm gonna hold. Some of you guys are asking me about the trade. I'm gonna keep holding it until I make a gazillion dollars off of it. At least trying to hold till like 4K, you know? Trying to get down to at least like 4K. Gold's in profit. What do you know? See, that's why I didn't want the buys, man, buddy. But you guys are asking me about the buys. You know, I could have caught it, but look, that was the entry. Oh, man, it almost hit 18. Damn. Should have waited a little bit more for that pullback, see? But that's all good. Come on, can this candle just dump already? Dollars going up. At least down to like 4K or 3,090s. 4,000 could be a good target. I think like 4,000 could be a good target, or the 3,090s inside of there if we can get down there. But like I said, it might take 2 hours, 3 hours. It's not going to happen in 5 minutes. If it does, that'd be great, but it's not going to happen in 5 minutes, unfortunately. That'd be lovely if it just dumped. But something, you know, that can happen when you're in a trade. That can happen. It might take 3 hours of holding, 2-3 hours of holding for 5 minutes of it really dropping. In the 2 hours of holding, there might be a 5-minute time window where it really drops. There you go. If that helps. See, now pulling back. So it's going to be one of those trades. It's just going to take time. I'm going to wrap it up. We've had some profit potential. It was just up. I was just up $700 there, as you saw. If you want to scalp it, if you get in profit, you know, you can close if you get in profit. I'm going to hold for 2 more hours. I'm going to go eat breakfast because I don't want to miss out on the breakfast. But yo, real shit. Real talk. Real talk. Some of y'all y'all know who put you on, yo. At least give credit where it's due. You know? At least give credit where it's due. Like, what happened? One thing some of you guys got to know is I got some people in here who are really loyal to me. Like, really, really loyal to me. Like, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. All right? I'm in your group chat. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, all right? I got some people who are really loyal to me out here. So it's funny. Y'all got to know that. Cuz they know I put them on game. Some of you guys are fishy these days. Some of you guys are fishy. Some of you guys turn fish sticks. Fishy sticks, fish sticks, fishy. But I got some OGs in here who are real loyal to me. All right. So I'm everywhere. I see a lot of things. And it makes me laugh. I'm like, damn, yo. Some of y'all gotta remember, yo. Some of y'all gotta remember, yo. See, this guy caught the gold sell on his. See, what's his name? I just got tagged in something on my Instagram. See, one of my students caught gold sells at 4,021. It's pretty fire. An hour ago. Maybe post it in Discord, yo. Post that in Discord if you're on here. Maybe he did already. Let me see. Maybe. No. Maybe. No, wait. No. This guy's just crushing it. This guy's on a generational run right now. All right. Generational run. these are from the buys earlier. This is all from the buys earlier. Maybe some of you guys are in the sell. We need gold to just drop on this 4 hour. It's gonna take like, I think it's gonna take. It's 3 hours left. It's gonna take like 90 or now, or now. Remember the plan? 4 hour bullish, 4 hour bearish close. Remember the plan. The plan was the plan, guys. Some of you guys are asking me about buys. You're going to confuse me. I have like ADHD. You can't confuse me like that, all right? I'm fucking autistic. Like, you can't confuse me like that, all right? Can't be. You can, when I'm talking about sells and I'm going over the plan, I'm like, I see this, I see this. Can't ask me about buys. I'm friggin' autistic. That'll mess me up, all right? All right? That'll just mess with me. You heard? I think we're all autistic. I think everyone's autistic the older I get. I got something. I got something. Whether I'm a degenerate or I got like ADHD or something, I got something. I think it'll take like at least an hour to 2 hours, guys, for the candle to drop. If it drops, like it's gonna take some time. We're not sitting here looking at a 5-minute candle. We're sitting here looking at a 4-hour candle, not a 30-minute candle, you know. So like if it drops, or it could take even 3 hours, right? 2 to 3 hours, right? That's how much stuff's in the candle. What did it hit here? Is there a little bit of support here? Yeah, there's just some support here. Yeah. Oh, that is being annoying. We're just in profit there. If you get in profit like that again, like, you know, scalp it, close it. Could call it a day if it goes back in profit like that. Like how it just was. Wasn't that bad. If it goes back down like that, I'll probably just close the trade because this thing's taking time. Or, like, if I'm on the stream, like, how long have I been on? An hour and 42 minutes. I'm not staying on for 3 hours. All right? I'll let you know that. Next thing you know, it's like 5 hours later and I'm still on. That might happen. Usually when I say I'm getting off, I don't get off. Just for some of you guys, whenever you hear me say, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up, wait till you hear me say it like 3 times. Like I said, I probably got like ADHD or something, man. So like wait till I say it a couple times, and then you'll know, okay, he's getting off. Like I might have to say it like 5 times until I actually get off. It's actually very common that it's not. It doesn't look like the best entry here. Like if you were, yeah, like this candle doesn't look like, oh, this closes in 3 minutes. Next candle should drop. Maybe this next hour is like more okay, more drop. Like maybe the next hour. You could say like in a trade like this, you could be like, all right, I'm gonna hold it for an hour. If it goes down in the next hour, like I like to base things off of time too, and it depends on the candle I'm entering on. Like if you were on London session, it was like I was entering based off of this. I was saying, okay, if this 30-minute closes bullish, next 30 minutes should go up, right? So right now it's like, okay, obviously like if you're looking at this is forex.com, look at 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Next 4 hour could go down. Or I'm already looking at that here, Oanda. Next 4 hour could go down. That has 3 hours left. It's like realistically, I could play it hour by hour. It's like, okay. In 1 hour, there'll be 2 hours left. Let me see how this next hour goes. If you really want to close the trade, see how the next hour goes. If you're trying to get the most out of it, see how the next 2 hours goes, I think, you know? But I wouldn't hold this for a whole day, or like I wouldn't hold it for 8 hours. I would, you know, the candle's got 3 hours left on it. If you can get some profit and you're happy with your profit, get out. I'm going to hold my trade because I'm following my plan. I'm going to hold my trade because I'm going to follow my plan, all right? I'm going to follow my plan on the trade. It could go down to 4K or 3,990s, maybe the 99, like, you know, below 4K. 4K would be a good target, like, overall, if the 4 hour can drop. That would be a pretty good target. Not bad. 3,090s, like, so like 3,995, 97, around there. That wouldn't be bad, like under 4K. Okay. I'll leave it at 4K for now. And yeah, the 4 hours trying to flip. It looks like it's flipping. Remember the plan. Remember the plan, yo. Freaking John, man. Whoever John, I think someone asked about buys, man. You confused me, man. You're about. Imagine if I was like, oh, maybe I should take a buy. See? I see people writing. Remember when I was in drawdown? Now look. What happened? What happened, John? What happened, John? Huh? I'm kidding. Yeah, that was just the plan, yo. Just follow the plan, you know. That's the plan. Remember the plan? The plan was that was the plan. I said the plan when I got on. It was a pretty clean plan, all right? 4 hour bearish close. Maybe next candle wicks up, which it exactly did. Predicting the future here, basically, in moment. I predicted the future twice today, all right? All right, your favorite trading mentor is still looking for a trade setup. Your best educator in your MLMs out there is still looking for a trade setup. Trois. Yeah. Can't wait to go eat this breakfast. You guys don't understand. This is one of the best breakfast buffets at this hotel. This hotel is like $300, $400 a night, which is pretty expensive for Colombia, but I'm paying $80 a night. Marriott Pass, thank you. The price is never the price, by the way. Same thing with flights. Yeah, like you could try to squeeze out. Like, look at it. It's giving us that P. The P. Oh, yeah. What did I say? The plan's the plan. All right, guys. London session, done, dusted. New York session, done, dusted. What more do you want? Is there a beer in the fridge? Am I going to have a beer? I'm going to have a beer to celebrate this. No, I'm kidding. They should have beers in these fridge. If they don't, I'll be surprised. There you go, guys. You're in the profit now. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Listen, your favorite trading guru out there is still looking for a trade for the week, telling you got to be patient, just wait, because they can't find a trade. Your favorite MLM educator is probably still looking for a trade, right? Because they can't find a trade. We already done-dusted London session. Now we done-dusted New York session. This thing's on the way to TP, as you can see. GG, 1, 2, 3. My name is E. Yeah. E-V-A-N. Evan C, 1, 2, 3. GG, 2-0 on the day. You can close your trade, guys, or try to hold it down. The plan was the plan, yo. The plan. See, you guys were. Why were you guys asking me about buys, man? Like, do you not trust me at this point? Like, shit, man. Freaking guys asking me about buys earlier. That really pissed me off. I almost got off. You know, I almost got off when you guys are asking about buys, right? Some of you guys. You know I almost got off there because I got pissed off. I was like, dude, did anyone not listen to my plan? Like, do you guys... Frig, man, that actually cheesed me. I was about to get off. I almost got off then. Freaking John over here. Freaking John, man. Freaking hell, man. GG. W's in the chat. Hopefully you guys caught the trade. Hopefully you guys are in the profit. We're in profit. I'm nocturnal now. I went to the gym, though. I got a pump. Let's go. I'm going to close. We're pretty much near target, are we? You know, you could close. We're pretty much near target. Good trade. I'm going to close this out. Fuck it. I'm going to call her a day. Wait. Maybe I can get a little squeeze. What time is it? Well, this 4 hour just opened on Forex.com. This 4 hour is probably going to drop too. Good move. I think that's a good move for the session. I'm going to close it out. Don't care. And there you go, guys. Gold, done, dusted. You can break even it. You can put it to break even. Or you can close. You can go break even. Try to hold. That was the plan. 4 hour dropped. It still has 2 hours and 56 minutes left on it. There's still time for it to drop more, but if you guys remember the beginning of the stream, I did say the plan. Wow, that was a good trade. GG. Buffon. Well, August 1st, guys. August 1st, I'm only streaming in the inner circle, by the way. August, I'm only going to be streaming inside the inner circle, by the way. I've given everybody a lot of sessions and opportunities to come on. August 1st, we got some updates coming to the inner circle, by the way. I did say the plan, yo. Right when I got on, I said the plan. Gold just dumped. Another W session, back to back. That's 5 sessions in a row. W's. www.winners.com. Because I'm a fucking winner. All right. I'm good at making money. I'm also really good at teaching people how to make money. I learned that early on in my career. That I was really good at teaching people how to make money. So I'm good at making money, but I'm also good at teaching people how to make money. That's how you become resourceful for yourself, all right? I'm good at making money. I'm good at teaching people how to make money. I'm a resourceful person. There's companies that want to hire me. You know that? There's companies that want to hire me because I'm good at making people money. I said no to every single one of them. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this will be nice. Yeah. It's fucking 10 in the morning. GG, yo. I need to see if anybody caught that trade. Put it in Discord. Come on, tell me you guys caught that trade. Like, what? That was a fire trade. Are you kidding me? If you guys didn't catch that trade, I'm going to be really disappointed. Because that means you didn't believe in me. That means you're in buys. If you took buys, then friggin' John, man. I don't even know. I think I'm saying the name wrong completely. I don't even think that's the name. I just peeped at it quick on my phone. Yeah, you could still hold. The 4 hours dumping. Look at that. It's about like it almost hit 4K. That's why I got out. I saw 401 and I was like, all right, my TP was at 4K. I'm gonna get out. It hit 401. I'm like, all right, my TP was at 4K. Dollar's going up though. Dollar is strong. Dollar is strong. Strong the dollar is. Strong is the dollar. I'm talking like Yoda right now. You know, I'm trying to talk like Yoda there. Strong the dollar is. Strong the dollar is. Drop gold should. I'm just going to start talking like Yoda. 4 hour rejection candlestick we had. Pull back. I don't even. Yeah, damn, that's hard. Harder than it sounds. Because I'm going to pass out after this stream. Like, I'm going to go eat, pass out. The beer will help. It's okay. I worked out today and yesterday. I did reps. Did a lot of reps. Did you guys... Look at this camera. This camera is dust, all right? This camera is dust. Like, look at this thing. It's just dust. Did you guys catch that trade? Tell me you guys caught that trade. Put it in Discord if you did. Come on, like, if you guys didn't catch that trade, I'm going to be very, very upset. Guys, what was the plan, man? The plan. You guys, I didn't deviate from the plan. Notice how I didn't leave my plan. I stuck with my plan, okay? I planned my trade. I traded my plan, all right? I didn't deviate. I didn't run away from it. There was a plan, executed. 4 hour. When we got on, I was talking about that 4 hour rejection candlestick, all right? And I said, all right, the 4 hours flipping bearish. If this candlestick closes bearish, next candlestick should go down. Now, if you remember, I was saying it's not the best entry point. It would be good if the next candlestick pulled up, right? That's what I was saying. I was saying it'd be good if the next one could also pull up. If anybody remembers that. Damn, I'm hungry now. I am hungry. There, see? That's what I was saying. If we could get a bounce, remember. So people were asking about buys. I was saying we could get there could be a bounce. I was saying there could easily be a bounce. But I'm going with the 4 hour momentum. All right? I'm going with the 4 hour flow, the structure of the 4 hour. So I was saying that bounce, I wanted that bounce realistically because that would have given me a better entry on the 4 hour, which is where I added to my position. If you saw, I put the half lot. I added a half standard lot to my trade. And then I added another 0.2. I added 0.7 to that position. Right? That was that pulling up, continuing down. Wow, what a beautiful trade. Just makes me want to cry. If I can force cry, so yeah, like if I say the word cry, I can force myself to cry. I can literally force myself to cry, and it could take me 2 seconds. I just have to like talk like I just have to say I have to like talk like that. I just have to be like, it makes me want to cry, and then I can cry. GG TP hit. I said 4,000. I haven't said the 3,090s. I hope you guys caught that trade. Oh, I'm hungry. Or I gotta go to the bathroom. One or the other. I'm either hungry. Oh yeah. Damn, I think I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh God. Oh dear. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, have mercy. I think I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah. Oh. It's because I ran earlier. Oh yeah, I was running earlier. Oof. I got off that treadmill and it was, whoo. It's back, round two. Round two, it's back. Oh fuck. Boys, I'm gonna have to let y'all go in a little bit here. Boys and girls, sorry, girls, that sounded gross what I just said, but yeah, my bowels are talking to me. Oh yeah. I wish I was still in the trade. I'm kind of sad I'm not. Usually when I trade by myself, I notice like when I'm on these sessions, I close it way earlier than I do when I'm like just trading by. Like if I just took that trade by myself in my bed, like here's what I could have done this morning. I was laying in bed and I tried to first send this signal out to the inner circle, wherever it was. And I missed that and I was like, fuck, man. I was pissed off. And then I was laying in bed and I was like, all right, there's a trade. I saw the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, I was like, all right, I can either get on the stream. There's an opportunity here. I can either jump on or I can just fucking take this trade and go to sleep. If I just took the trade and I would have just took this trade and went to sleep. How I understand what I would have done, what I could have done, but I love you guys. All right. You see that? I actually love you guys. All right? I could have, like, usually I hold trade when I just, like, damn, shorty. Usually I hold trades longer when I'm not on stream. Like, if this is just like, or if that was a signal, if I sent a signal, like, usually I hold things longer when I'm not having people watch me trade in a trade. Like, I would have just held that thing and fucked off for the day. Probably laid in bed. Chilled. And then I would have looked at it and be like, oh, I'm in profit. And then I would have either closed it or not. Probably not. It could still go down. Look at the dollar. Strong the dollar is. That was a good trade. I hope you guys caught that trade. W's in the chat if you caught the trade. I really hope you did. I'm going to cry if you guys didn't catch that trade. Damn, we have 87 people on. Soft. I'm going to write the just for the emphasis here. Soft. I'm 2-0 today, guys. I want you to understand that. 2-0. If you didn't come on London, I hope you came on New York. Done dusted, all right? Done dusted. I hope you guys... I'm writing this same... I'm just going to copy this right here. All right? Oh, my Lanta. I really hope you guys... I really hope, because I don't have another trade. If anything... No, this thing's going to keep dropping, if anything. There's not another trade. Like, I hope you guys aren't thinking there's another trade. It's like, that's just the wrong way to think. That means you didn't follow... You're not listening to the plan. There's not another trade. That was it. It's either you're going to hold that for break even, hold it for a timely manner. Like I said, you could hold it for 2 to 3 hours. It's at 4,000. I said 4,000 could be at least a minimal target. Literally, we hit 4,000. And I even said like the 3,990. So there you go. I hope you guys caught that trade, though. That's why I got a little mad when you guys were asking about, when people were asking about buys here. I did get mad. I got a little pissed off. I did. I got kind of cheesed. I was like, you're not looking at the 4 hour, the 4 hour, Easy as that. It followed my it literally followed the arrows. Like, that was a great trade, bro. We literally fucked that shit up. I hope you guys caught that trade. W's in the chat if you caught that trade. Drop it in Discord. London session done. New York session done. That was a great sell. It literally... Where's my arrows? It literally followed my arrows. Magic arrows. That's why when I was like, when you guys asking about buys, I was like, it could bounce. It could bounce. Oh, wait. That's the other session. No, wait. No, it's not. Where was the plan? Yo, right when I jumped on, I started talking. Yeah, right when I jumped on, I went over the plan. Right when I jumped on. Well, I was trying to fix my camera. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Ah, see what I mean? Remember what I said? 611 views, 88 people on. That is proof of what I said in the beginning of the session. Most people don't have patience. I mean, most people just want to jump on and get in a trade. They don't have the ability to wait for a trade setup. Tell me how 615 people jumped on this stream. We got 88 on. All right. That literally shows you most people. Like, I didn't take the trade. When did I take the trade? I had to wait again. I had to wait to take my trade. Oh my gosh, no way. I literally had to wait until the 4 hour closed. An hour and 14 minutes. So I took the trade. That's proof. Most people don't have patience. Literally, we had 621 people come on this stream. 88 people are watching. Most people don't have patience. I took the trade at an hour and 40 minutes into the stream, if I'm not mistaken. Wait. Oh, wait. I don't know. How long have we been on? 2 hours? Oh, yeah. I took it at like the 56. Oh, like an hour into the stream. It's done dusted, guys. That's it. Either call it a day, break even. I got out. Great trade. We caught those sells. Now, I'm definitely not taking a buy now. I'm not taking another trade. I'm chilling. I'll be back London session tomorrow or tonight. You know, technically tomorrow because it'll be after midnight, so it's technically tomorrow. GG Buffon. Hopefully you guys caught that trade. I'd be real disappointed if you didn't. W's in the chat. If you guys caught the trade, put some W's in the chat. Hopefully you guys caught it. Or something cool in the chat, all right? Or drop it in Discord, yo. I don't see many. Yeah, look. Oh, this person caught it. Patience pays. There you go. There you go. Some patience. I mean, it's not patience. It's just trading. I mean, like, people these days think an hour or two is patient. That's just regular trading. Like, you go to work for 8, 9, 10 hours. Are you patient for that? No, that's your job. So your job's to wait. Right? Most people got up. Most people didn't even catch that trade. I guarantee most people didn't even catch that trade today. And literally, I took it live in front of you guys. I gave you guys the plan even too. And look. Everybody these days wants 5-minute answers in a skill set that literally takes hours to wait for setups. I had to wait an hour for 55 minutes. I had to wait 55 minutes before I took that trade. 55. Everybody wants, 5-minute answers these days. I had to wait 55 minutes before I took that position, right? What a session. That was a great session. If you saw it from the beginning, you saw the plan. You saw the plan from the beginning. If you were here from the beginning, you saw the plan from the beginning and how it executed. That's why I said you can't learn this in a YouTube video right here. Like what just went down here today. This session will give you more experience. If you were here from the beginning and you saw the plan, you saw me plan the trade, right? And you've seen the aftermath, that experience right there is going to give you way more of a learning curve than any YouTube video ever will. I'm telling you, experiences like this are what matter. You can't get these types of experiences from replay mode. I gotta go though, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up before this breakfast closes. Otherwise, I'm gonna miss breakfast. I need it. I'm starving. Yo, W's in chat. Post in Discord. If you caught that trade, post in Discord. Hopefully you guys caught it. I hope more of you guys caught it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, only a couple people caught it. It looks like. Hopefully you guys caught it. Hopefully you guys caught it. Call it out live. Call it out live. Another fire session though. That was back to back. If you I streamed. Literally, name another guru out there who's literally doing this, guys. Like who is actually going live 5 hours ago, caught a trade live on that stream, and now this stream caught a trade live back to back. London, New York. What top the influencer? You could call them trading influencers, right? People call me a trading influencer. I'm not a trading influencer. I'm a coach. I'm literally in the field with you guys in the trenches, putting the work in. Like I'm here with you guys in the freaking action. That's the difference right there. But I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed that session. Hopefully you guys made money. London session done. New York session done. Hopefully you guys fucked it up. All right. All right. I'll be live London session. I've done 2 sessions today here on YouTube. Hopefully you guys are able to catch them. I'll be live London session inside the inner circle tonight. So next session won't be public. I will not be here on the public stream. I'll be live inside the inner circle on London session tomorrow. Technically it's tomorrow, but I call it tonight. But you know, next London session I'll be live in inner circle only. I streamed 5 hours ago. You guys anyone could have watched that. And now, hopefully you guys tapped in. Hopefully you guys tapped in. I'll be live inner circle next London session. All right, next London session. That's it for me. I closed gold already. Good trade. Caught those sells. If you were here from the beginning, you saw the plan and you saw how things followed through with the candle. That's a learning experience right there. That's hard to get from pre-recorded videos. Even the videos I make, like it's hard. Like these videos, they're great videos, but there's a difference between what we just did and even just videos, right? Huge difference in a sense of that experience, live in action. All right. But yo, I'm out. Hopefully you guys caught that trade. Like I said, I really hope you guys did. I really hope you guys. I rescued your account. Oh my gosh. Part of my Discord is open to the public. Yes. It is. It is. Oh man, my stomach. Oops. Oh, I just invited Honey Flow. There you go. Oh, hello. Yo, that was crazy. You guys still in it? Some of you still in it? I'm out. I got out. I think, you know, I said 4,000 would be a good minimal target. Dollar's still strong. So, I mean, that's, you know, this 4 hour just opened. So it could still drop in the next 2 hours, still more realistically, but I got out. I want to call it a day here. Because, like, I could have got an entry up here, realistically. So it's like, my entry was kind of lower than I would have wanted it to be. Like, I would have had, like, an entry here, typically. But I was late for that. Missed it. And, yeah, so I'm out. Yo, like I said, if you caught that trade, post it in Discord. I'd love to see. Patience pays. That was fire. That was fire. That was a doozy. That was quite a doozy there. New York. Yo, I went live London, New York today. There we go. We're getting on the roll. London, New York. London, New York. Yo, London, New York. It's a crazy. I literally gonna sleep all day today. I'm gonna literally sleep all day today. I've been up since. I took a little nap after the gym. Nothing crazy. Like I kept waking up and looking at the phone because I kept looking at the chart, and every time I looked at the chart, the price would change, and I was like, "Fuck." Like I've been up since like midnight. So let's see. I'm gonna sleep all. I'm gonna like, sleep all afternoon until like Tokyo. I'm probably gonna sleep until like Tokyo session today, to be honest. I hope you guys caught that trade. I hope you guys caught it. See, it did a pullback. That's why like I'd rather like when it hit 401, I was like I'm gonna get out. And it just pulled back like 50 pips. So all right, just be out of that. Chill. Call it a day. London session tomorrow. New York session tomorrow maybe. We'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're at. I'm not gonna look at the charts until late Tokyo tonight. Next time I look at the charts will be Tokyo session, like late Tokyo. All right. Stupid camera. Why does it say the webcam's on? That's so weird. It says the web. This thing is not even plugged in. It says the freaking webcam's on. Jocking me. Some baloney. See you guys next stream.